Welcome back to X Life. Last episode, we ended off at this cult circle, where the forest told us what we need to do. Which is really strange, but I don't get paid enough to care. Starting off today's episode, we have our next secret task. I'm a little nervous. I hope it's a little easier than our door task. Okay, moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Secret task, yada yada. You and one other member on the server must secretly work together. You must work together to kill another player on the server through non-PvP means. You both need to have involvement in the kill. To find the other member, use code word Azalea Tree. If either of you get called out, you both fail. And if you don't succeed, you both lose a life. Well, that's just great. Perfect. I am terrified. And there's chickens in our horse pen. Why? So this does not seem like a very easy task. Oh. And also, I've ended up on a ghast. I don't know why I'm trusting Bloody River with my life, because they clearly do not know what they're doing. I don't know. Oh, they survived. That's nice. For the record, I had no involvement in that. That's just their own stupidity. I guess I should probably come down for them. I don't even know how they managed to get a happy gas, but you know what? Good for them. Last week, we captured a bunch of doors, and now I have a secret special place for them. Previously, we had this door barrel, but now the door barrel is empty. And the reason for that is because if we go inside our house and break this moss carpet, we unveil the door basement. Here are all the doors we captured last week, and they now belong to me. Look at them. I feel like this could be concerning if somebody found this accidentally, but you know what? That's their problem. I think it's a nice, wholesome area to celebrate doors. Nothing's wrong with the door circle. Last week, we had some complaints about some people missing their doors, so I thought I should just make it up to those who felt extra affected by my actions. So I'm going to give them doors. I will give them all of the doors they could possibly need. I will give them so many doors they will beg for mercy. It's the perfect revenge. Gosh, placing doors is very inconvenient. That's why you gotta take the doors. It's a lot easier. Trust me, man. Sorry for taking your doors. I hope this helps. Perfect. We are such a kind soul. Time to spread more love and positivity. Fun fact, inside of this household, there are approximately 200 oak doors placed. Yeah, I'm sure they'll appreciate that. Just gonna wiggle my way on out through this massive door maze. You know what? I'm sure they're going to love it. It's the perfect crime. Mr. Catman himself is going to do the Caves and Cliffs task that this week has available. Naturally, I'm going to take advantage of this, and maybe use up our assassin card. Obviously, I can't just block it, as that would be so unoriginal. Instead, I've got other plans. And is that a large pole? Oh boy. I'm nervous for him, and I'm the one who's gonna kill him. That is terrifying. Ooh, that is definitely a hole. Oh my. Okay, the moment of the truth. And then, Code Pickles. Here he comes. Okay, just gonna give him a little present while he's down there. Okay. Oh, I'm so slow. Uh-oh. Let's go. That actually worked. Oh my. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoopsies. Did I do that? Oh my god. I also want this moss back, preferably. Thank you. Okay, I should probably leave here. And that assassin card has successfully been used up. And now, time to do the sacred burning. There we go. Luckily, I do have some very good news, as I think I may have found the secret other Azalea Tree person. And that is Lupulu20 himself. Naturally, I think it's most fitting if I take him to my suspicious door basement. Here I confronted him and asked him more so about his task, just to make sure we're on the same wavelength. As I probably don't want to spoil this if he's not the secret Azalea Tree member. After some conversations, it's became more than evident that we are definitely on the same page. And so, we began to hatch out a plan. We were going to make a very big pit in this nice sandy area. And so we dug, and we dug, while wearing our secret pumpkin mask. Who exactly will get people to fall into this giant suspicious sand trap? That's still up for figuring out. But for now, we should get the trap prepared before we even worry about putting anybody in our dripstone hole. By putting dripstone at the bottom, we only have to dig it about deep slate level, and we won't have to dig any further, which is great, because I don't like digging this much. But honestly, digging this much was kind of satisfying in some weird way. Eventually I finished, though Lupulu had to do some distracting because of other people on the server. I had to play some string to make sure the sand gets depleted when it hits the bottom, because we don't want people to hit the sand, we want them to hit our precious little dripstone. It would hurt a lot less if they just landed on sand. Very precise as always. And it's about done. Devious. I made a very secret entrance/exit by just disguising this creeper hole with coarse dirt. And this nice little tunnel that can be blocked off once we're done with our actions. There's a nice little piston, and then a lot of signs on top of the sand. Yeah, this took way too long. It was genuinely so annoying. Not fun, would not recommend. But, so far, we have the perfect plan going on. We just need to find reasons to get people over there. It's best to get more people, so that way we can actually pull off a kill. But back to focusing back on our base. I've decided it's probably time we decorate our nether portal, as it's looking a little ugly. I decided to go for this nice nether tower design that I saw. And I wanted to recreate it, but kind of do my own thing in the process. It's a bit of a trust the process at the moment, as it looks a little funky, but when it's done, I promise it'll look good, I think. So we don't end up in Whelpk's base every time we teleport back, I decided to actually link up my portal, and it was a lot of digging. Now, for the moment of truth. And it actually worked! Let's go! Now, we need to go back in there to get some glowstone for our tower. And I went into a little trip in the nether, and I got glowstone, in addition to 2 Tears music discs. One for myself, because it's honestly a bop, but the other one I could probably sell for some diamonds, because right now we're very poor in diamond department. We should probably do something about that. But I'm sure selling these Tears music discs will be very useful, as they're also really easy to get. And here I am, with my lucky customer. I was able to swindle 7 diamonds out of him for this music disc, which was honestly pretty easy to get, considering there's such a cramped area in the nether. But they are fun to get. And there we go. That's called business, ladies and gentlemen. Now our nether tower is complete, and it looks cool. I decided to show it off nighttime for its best look. Pretty happy with how it turned out. It's nice and lush. I added some mushrooms, and obviously there's the glowstone to light it up, and also gave more of a nethery vibe. This drowned is not very nethery. Is that a word? This isn't really relevant to anything, I just felt like it needed to be added. For some reason, the animations on this mod are a little silly. It's very, very interesting. Look at that specimen. Somehow I ended up in a therapy appointment. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Okay, come with me. Right. Payment up front, I guess. Always a good sign, I think. Huh. Interesting little room. Okay. Why are you here? I don't know. Shouldn't you be telling me that? Do you like food? Yeah, I guess. What a strong start to a therapy appointment. Was I hit? Do you think about death a lot? Only— Hey! No! What the heck? Go away! Oh, no. Oops. No. My therapist is trying to kill me! That was mean! Oh my god. Well, that was refreshing. Was that related to my appointment? I am seriously starting to question if they even have a therapy's license. When he stabbed me, I was on fire, so I think it's pretty hot in here. Why did it keep giving disappointed looks? Am I Dad? I feel on edge by the fact they tried to murder me, but I am not Dad. Wad Hitler 606 up! Are you having a stroke? I think they may have gotten their license of therapy at McDonald's. So do you have any advice? Don't kill yourself. Wow, depression is cured. Breaking news, depression is no more, it no longer exists. That's great. You're welcome. And they left. I think this might just be exposure therapy to being abandoned. No. I would not recommend these services. Well, for killing my therapist, I did get a life crystal, which is nice. I also get one for killing Catman, but I didn't remember that until later. Oh, and they're beckoning me to come back. And I almost thought I escaped. I have PTSD, anxiety, and I'm a psychopath. What? Okay. And these are berries. This, I'm so confused. Hey, Olts. I think my therapist learned how to write the same place they learned how to become a therapist. Well, I gave them 2 life crystals from killing Catman and them, and they gave me 32 diamonds, which is perfect, so now I don't have to be poor anymore. You know all you had to do was scam and kill your therapist. And I'm also throwing these in the lake. I don't really trust anything that's coming out of that office. Well, Kay asked me to set up a party, and I used that as the perfect opportunity to make our little plan go by smoothly. I built the cake stand right above our little pit, and I made chairs that would fall so they have an illusion of safety. And meanwhile, it's just a wholesome little birthday party. But, you know, even if the party isn't real because it's not even their birthday, I can still make it look nice. Look at all these balloons. Oh. Stupid balloon. Turns out balloons are really hard to make. And now it was the moment of truth for the party. It was a surprise party. And everything was going by so wholesomely. Nobody was none the wiser. And for some reason it was Lupulu's birthday, even though it very much isn't, but you know, who am I to judge? The party was going somewhat smoothly. We prepared several activities, and then it was time for present giving, and I gave them the best present they could ever have, VFX settings. Honestly, it cannot be topped. And Cat Potato had a very special present. It was very interactive, to say the least. And he asked us all to follow us, which, it's fine. Turns out he prepared us all a bunch of pigs. Wow. It seems that this birthday party got slightly derailed and became a petting zoo, but you know, there's been worse things. I am a fan of pigs, after all. How enriching. The last part of our plan was to throw a distraction so the birthday boy could escape and get into our little trap area. So, we got DJ Catman on the stand, and he began playing some nice beats. And meanwhile, we just had to distract everyone. I think they're just as qualified as my therapist. But you know what? They're having a great time. Now, it was time to cut the cake. Right now, Lupulu is under there, and when I say place the candle in chat, he will activate the trap. I am intentionally falling into it, but I do have some ender pearls to save myself. And he just ate the cake. We have a new cake! And now, place the candle! Nothing's happening. Why is nothing happening? Uh-oh. Did he forget the code word? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oops. That didn't go exactly to plan. Now it's time to gaslight to avoid any suspicion. Our most likely person to blame would have to be Whelp K, considering he didn't die in our trap, unfortunately. That worked pretty well. And we completed our task. We got more than one kill, but there's nothing wrong with being an overachiever. I didn't think we'd be able to get that done. And with that out of the way, we successfully pulled off an assassination. Unfortunately, I am now on yellow. But hey, at least my skin still looks cool. And behind my helmet, at the back of my hair, I have a bee! Yay! Isn't that cool? I think making a bakery would be a great idea, so That's probably what we should work on, since we have so much wheat. I do like making wheat. Well, for those assassinations, we got 3 life crystals. As I am kind and generous, I'm splitting with Lupulu. He'll get the one that canonically came from me, I guess. And I get the other 2. That works out great for me. Here he goes. And, good news, we made a shop at spawn. Time to reveal it. Over here, we've made a nice little bakery. And that right there is Breadly. And our bakery is 100% vegan. We have paid animal workers. That's Henna, she runs the front desk. Around back, we have our nice bread oven. And a bit of an alleyway. We might decorate it more later. Inside, currently, we are selling cookies and bread, but we'll sell more eventually, when we have more stock. We also have some cakes, but they're not for sale yet. Here is Cluckina, CEO of Egg Production. And upstairs, we have Betty. She is CEO of Milk and Finance. And that's how we can get our milk in this bakery. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode. It was a blast, and we'll see you soon. Stay tuned. Goodbye.